Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm back at you again with another DIY video, and this one is going to be like really quick and easy. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking this Dollar Tree 4x6, what is this called, a clipboard frame, a clipboard photo frame. This is awesome. I found this in the Dollar Tree the other day. They had this in white, black, and another color. Went back to get the other color. It was gone. All of these were gone. So these are awesome. And I am going to leave the I'm going to leave the SKU number, the SKU number, so that you can put it into quick order on the dollartree.com website, because you won't be able to search for this. You will actually have to go to quick catalog order, that link, and then put in the SKU number. So I'm going to leave that in the information box below. So we're going to be taking this frame, and this is a awesome frame. I'm so glad I found this in white. And of course, as soon as I saw it, I thought table numbers, card box sign, and all kinds of different signs that you'll need for your wedding. So this is amazing. Okay, and this is what it looks like. So what we're going to do is we're going to open this up, and again, it has this little clipboard piece to it. So we're going to remove this paper, and then problem, we got this little clipboard that is securely attached to the plastic. Okay, so we've got to find a way to get this off of here. So the best way that I found is to take a wire cutter and just kind of twist it around a little bit. And this plastic seems to be pretty sturdy, so I didn't notice any issues with the plastic when I was trying to take this off. But I bet you anything, since I'm trying to take it off on camera, it's going to be a problem. So just keep twisting it with your wire cutters. Okay, and just pull it, and it will come out. Okay, and you won't really mess this up too badly. This is a pretty secure piece of plastic here. So what you'll end up with is a little hole right here in the center after you get rid of the this little clip piece right here. So we're going to cover that up. All right, and what's going to happen is we're going to end up having a really cool wedding sign. So this is what we are going for, and this looks great. So basically what I did was I just printed out a sign that said cards and gifts, and I measured it out. I will leave the measurements in the information box below, and then we can just cover that hole up with a strip of white ribbon. And then I just added a little I forgot what they call these things, but I just added just a little bit of embellishment to it, and bam, there you go, you have a sign. Okay, so we're going to do another one, and this one is going to be fairly easy. You go ahead and you just print your sign. I printed one that says, "Love is sweet, please take a treat." Okay, and the sign is going to be 7.5. I believe I'll leave the measurements up right here in this corner here, so I will leave you the actual measurements. And I have a template for this, so if you want it, just email me. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and cut this out, and I printed it out on cardstock, and I think that was the best thing to do, to print it out on cardstock, because you want it to be a little heavy, or at least 100-pound paper. Okay, so cardstock or 90-something pound paper, something like that, but something with a little bit of weight to it. So we're going to cut our sign out. Before we place our sign in here, you want to go ahead and take like a little wipes and just kind of wipe where you're going to be putting it. And I figured this will be the back, so I just want to kind of wipe this out a little bit. and get rid of any dust and debris. Then we want to take our sign and just kind of round the corners out a little bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this sign and we're going to really just kind of try to push this inside of the seams. There are some seams in this frame where the two pieces of the frame join together. There's a gap, and we're going to push this into the gap. Okay, so as you can see, I'm pushing it into the gaps. And you want to do this very slowly so you can line it up, and it will go right into the gaps. And when you put this in, kind of push against the frame so that you open up the gap a little bit more so that you can get the paper in between the two frames. Okay, and this is what it looks like after you push it into the frame. And I'm just going to wipe it off for a minute here, and let me show you where that seam is in this frame. And it was super simple. Again, we're just squeezing it in between the gaps between the two frames in the back, and this is what it would look like towards the back. And obviously this is the front. You know, pick the side that you want to be the front. Okay, and let me sit this to the side. Now there is a little gap. Let me get closer up with the camera. And now basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and push this in between these seams. And if you can see, there are some seams right there. Okay, and we're going to push this sign in between the seams. Okay, so I have our table number in here. So it did require a little bit of, you know, pushing and stuff like that to get it in there, because some of the frames where the two joints meet might be a little bit tighter than others, but just keep working with it and you can absolutely get the paper into behind the frame. So here's our table number. Looks awesome. So now we have our table number. We have our love is sweet, please take a treat. And we have our cards and gifts. So these frames are just freaking amazing. Okay, so I'm just going to put this to the side, and we're going to go ahead and add a ribbon so we can cover up that nasty hole right here. All right, so this is how you fix that. And I'm just using some white satin ribbon from the Dollar Tree. And what I'm basically doing is I'm taking one section of the ribbon, and once again I'm pushing it behind the frame. Okay, so I'm tucking it inside back behind the frame. Okay, and then I'm using my hot glue gun, and I am putting a little hot glue around the hole, and then I'm laying my ribbon down. Let me make sure I get this straight. And then I'm just going to cut the other side so that there's enough fabric for me to once again tuck it behind the frame. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do right now. And I just took it and literally just tucked it behind the frame, and that's it. That's all you have to do. Okay, so if you want to put a little embellishment, you can do that. I'm using a little piece of jewelry that I got from Aliexpress, and I'm just going to apply some hot glue. And put it right there in the center. And there you have it. That is absolutely awesome. Love it. It's so pretty. And I'm going to do the other one as well. Okay, and I also want to note that I made the lettering low enough so that, knowing that I would have to cover up the top of this ribbon, so keep that in mind. You want to put the text low enough so that you can hide that nasty little hole. Alright, so that's it, guys. I embellished our last sign, our table number sign, and I just added a little brooch to the top with some hot glue. And really simple, really, really easy. And there's a lot of things you can do with this. You can add flowers to this. You can glue flowers onto it if you want to. There's all kind of decorating possibilities, but I decided to just keep it simple, and I think this looks very elegant and very easy to read because it's nice and big. All right, so we're done with this. We have our cards and gift sign, and we also have a sign for a candy or dessert bar, which is love is sweet, please take a treat. So these signs are just absolutely awesome. These frames, excuse me, are awesome, and they're easy to use to make wedding signs. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this DIY video, and as always, don't forget to rate and subscribe. And if you haven't subscribed, I hope you will subscribe to my channel so we can grow it together, and everyone can follow me on Instagram at onehipsister. All right, guys, I will see you in the next DIY video. Take care. Bye-bye.